Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever Southeast Asian Startup Summit 2022. We have right now with our opening session. I guess there is a echo. Right now with our opening session. Hello. I guess it's audible now. So today we have with us our dignitaries from different part of the world. I'm introducing Dr. Dewan Mohammed Humayun Kabir, the project director of Aspire to Innovate. Assalamu alaikum, sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We are connected here. And good morning.
Right. So now we have Mr. ABUBOKOR HANIP from all the way from Washington University of Science and Technology. He is the Chancellor and the CEO of this university. Welcome, Mr. ABUBOKOR HANIP. I hope I'm audible to you. Yes, I think you are mute. Yes. Awesome.
Are you hearing me?
So now we have all the way from India, Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL, the general manager for Lenovo's overseas business. He's partly manages the business for consumer, commercial, and tab segments in overseas countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Maldives. So welcome, Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL.
Thank you, Imran Bhai. It's a pleasure to be part of this session.
Yes. Thank you. And we have also with us Mr. ALTAF HOSSAIN, the project director of IDEA Project, Innovation Design and Entrepreneurship Academy. I hope you can hear us, sir.
I can hear you. And it's my pleasure to be
Thank you, sir, for joining. Yes, sir. So now we have another guest from all the way from India. He is a startup expert, MSME consultant, and ex-Flipkart. Sumit, can you hear me? Welcome to the session.
Morning, everybody, and I thank Imran. It has been always a pleasure to get along
Yes.
your platforms. You have been doing wonderful, bringing all hands and all stalwarts together in this
Right.
platform, and I really look forward to it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sumit, for joining from India. Now we have Mr. Anwar Rul Qayyum Chaudhary. He's the editor of TechVision24.com. Welcome, Anwar Bhai, in our live. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Okay,
I can hear.
I will go straight away to our honorable PD of IDEA, MD ALTAF HOSSAIN sir, to say a few words about our initiative of this startup ecosystem, as IDEA plays a big role to inspire this whole ecosystem. So I want to know more about from our ALTAF HOSSAIN sir. Sir, your turn, please. Sir, you need to unmute it. Sir, unmute. Sir.
Oh, is it okay now? Is it
yes,
okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to welcome you all to my statement here. And I think I want to thank you that you have organized such a great event for enhancing the ecosystem, startup ecosystem. IDEA project, is a project under ICT division under BCC, and that's working for enhancing the startup ecosystem and contributing, trying to promote innovation, entrepreneurship, employment, etc. So we are working, and basically, that is it's a major or prime project of the government, who is working directly to the process of enhancement of startup ecosystem, and we provide 10 lakhs taka to each startup companies as a grant. And not only a grant is provided by them, but also training, mentoring, etc. And I think a networking is provided, and also co-working place is provided in idea project premise, not only in Dhaka but also in different parts of the country. So basically, another thing is that we are working together, those with other organizations inside the country and also abroad. There are international organizations who are working to enhance the startup ecosystem. We have more than 50 MOUs signed with different organizations inside the country and also with the foreign organizations. So whatever work is going on in this system, we are ready, and we are ready to cooperate, and we are ready to, I think, collaborate. And you are always welcome. And I think this effort is basically for development of the ICT sector, and for the sake of achieving the government's vision like 2030, to get Bangladesh in a higher income country, and by the year 2041, we want, that is government vision is to get Bangladesh as a developed economy, smart developed country. So in that process, this project, idea project, and the startups will be contributing a lot. And you know that by the time the startup ecosystem is being enhanced, and not only the idea project but also some other projects are working, especially under ICT division, and other that the private organizations are also working. And I think within a very short time, our position in the global perspective will be better and better day by day. And I think our startups are also contributing to the economy and employment generation and the production process, business process. All these things are being enhanced by our startups. And I think government is very much contributing and very much supportive in this sector. And whatever support is required from the government side, and I think we are getting that. And we are also working
Right.
with other ministries, other organizations. So I think I will not elaborate here. I thank you, and I have another
Thank
meeting,
you,
so
sir.
I leave. So thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your brief elaborations about the idea project and what you guys are taking the next step. So, in the meantime, we have with us our honorable Professor Dr. Sazzad Hossain, sir, all the way from University Grants Commission of Bangladesh, and he is also the director of Bangladesh Satellite Company Limited. Welcome, sir, to our session. I hope we are audible to you.
Yes, thank you all. Good morning to all. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, adab. And
Thank you,
very
sir.
welcome to good morning, very good morning, and very welcome to all again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining in this session. So now I will go for the first round of introduction about the initiatives that Digital Bangladesh and our ICT divisions are taking to take this ecosystem to the next level. And the whole idea of this startup ecosystem of this summit is to know more about these opportunities, what we are providing to our startups and the local innovators. To start this session, I will go straight away to our Honorable Dewan Mohammed Humayun Kabir, the project director of Aspire to Innovate, which is commonly known as A2I. So, sir was directly associated with this whole historical journey. So, I want to know more about this journey and how we have made this possible in this short period of time. Over to you, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning to all of you, especially this Southeast Asian Startup Summit 2022. And I must mention the honorable dignitaries who are present here, especially the Professor Dr. Sazzad Hossain sir, member University Grant Commissions, and supposed to Professor Dr. Atiur Rahman, ex-governor, Bangladesh Bank, the central bank. And just few minutes back, we have learned from Muhammad ALTAF HOSSAIN, project director, idea projects, ICT divisions. We are connected with engineer ABUBOKOR HANIP, RAFIQ Khan, NAVEEN KEJRIWAL, Sumit Dutta, Anarul Qayyum Chaudhary, Imran Fahad, the president of Inspiring Bangladesh, whose initiative has been really going to be happen. Before I going to my speech, I will be very short and brief because uh, in when the if you go through the history in 1923, when the Time magazine started its journey, they have given an advertisement stating that the time is brief. Take it. There's two connotation of the advertisements. One, the human time is very brief. Utilize it. The first one. Second one is the magazine time is also brief. You can read by an hour. So that's been requested by the our Imran, our beloved Imran. Yeah, how we have gone through this digital journey of Bangladesh, transforming an analog Bangladesh into a digital journey. Before going to that, I must pay deep respect to our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Under his leadership, this has been taken in, gave birth an independent nation. Earlier, it was impossible to think of. Then another breakthrough happened in our history, in our nations. That's the digital Bangladesh to analog Bangladesh to digital Bangladesh journey by our fathers of nations, First Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, when he started his election manifesto on 12 December 2008. That's a very critical time. You think only 1% people do have the access of internet. Now within this one era of digitization of our journey, now 70% internet access has been possible. Everyone do have a mobile phone, either smart or features phone, but do have mobile phone. And you will find no one in our country, they didn't heard the name of Digital Bangladesh. This is the starting 2008 to 2020, 2021, the achievement of the Digital Bangladesh. Now, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina gave us the third vision, 2041, that's Smart Bangladesh. So before going to that, I want to mention some of the key issues, how we have changes it. We believe three things. The what have been changed based on the few things. We think that the innovations of Gutenberg printing press and the electric bulb of Thomas Alva Edison, Jonas Salk's polio vaccine, Grace Hopper's compiler, this has been changed greatly. In Bangladesh, these two important things happen while we converting analog Bangladesh into digital Bangladesh. The first one is that more than 60% people don't have the access to device, access to digital knowledge, access to connectivity. How it will be possible? Whether it will be bringing the more digital divide. So there is a solution. If there is a problem, there is a solution. How we have overcome it? The first one is the digital centers. Currently, we do have 8,500 digital centers. There are three categories of digital centers, so providing service to the citizen. Those don't have the access to device, access to connectivity, access to the literacy. That's that. In every local government institution, starting to the Union Council, that's the last mileage of our country of governing system. There has in every Union Council there is a one digital centers, and this has been manned by two people. We called it entrepreneur. Currently, we are celebrating the 12 years of digital centers. One male, one female. And second, we have trained them. There will be the micro level public-private partnership in digital centers. We have provided all the services to there. Currently, they are providing 350 services from digital centers. They save citizen time, cost, visit. If you think from these 12 years, the digital center served 80 crore services from digital center. They save citizens 14% time, then 17% expenditure, and visit of almost 18%. That's the changing this. In every month, they provide services to the 7 million people in every month. It's a huge task. And we have another digital center in abroad. We called it Provast Digital Centers to serve with our those who are earning the remittance. That's the very important thing. Then we have created the national digital platforms. That's a huge platform. It's the world global, the largest
Right.
national portal from the whole globe. And in every 30 minutes, our portal is visited by 70,000 people. And this is the age of e-commerce, e-commerce. But we have so many sites of for e-commerce, but there is no e-commerce for the entrepreneurs, especially the rural entrepreneurs. We have developed X-Shop, and interestingly, the X-Shop is being used other 4 countries. Currently, one of our delegations is changing the entire e-commerce scenario of the South Sudan. They are working there now at this moment, and we are providing them, especially the rural entrepreneur, especially the micro, medium, small entrepreneurs, through this extra services. We have for solution of the payment gateway. We have developed ACPay as a aggregators. Then we have converted almost 2,000 services, analog services, into digital services. We are working in an ecosystem with connecting everyone,
Right.
so that it could be very fruitful. Otherwise, it will not work further. In e-commerce, you find that there is a very challenging situation, especially delivery and logistics, e-commerce and payment gateways. We have provided them solution for the entrepreneurs or innovators. We have innovation fund. Sometimes we called it a challenge fund. Currently, we have launches 6
Right.
plus. That's we call a 6 crore track. 6 crore. So let me finish.
So with
with
this
some-
note, we will come back to you again to know more about the aspect. So now I want to move to Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL. As we know, technological advancement is playing a big role in this startup ecosystem, and he is representing LENOVO India. And what are the upcoming opportunities or like the innovations LENOVO is bringing? Before that, we're taking a small break.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we
so
have
that,
the
like, we can
smart
know more
diaper.
about
Now, this is
LENOVO.
going to revolutionise the way that you parent.
These days, everything is smart. What's wrong with smart? Nothing.
Oink oink, Piggy says good job.
But smarter. Smarter thinks big. Smarter helps destroy cancer with precision. Smarter 3D prints a bridge out of steel. Smarter makes the fastest faster. Smarter lets you binge watch without being watched. Smarter sees the future of medicine in deadly venom. Smarter sends school kids on field trips without leaving the classroom. Smarter uses big data, AI and 5G to fight climate change and feed future generations. Because the toughest challenges demand smarter technology. Take that, smart. Lenovo. Smarter technology for all.
Thank you, Imran bhai. That was
So
nice.
smart technology for all.
Absolutely. So thank you
Yes,
very
so
much.
all the way to NAVEEN KEJRIWAL. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for making Lenovo and making me part of this beautiful summit, Southeast Asia Startup Summit. We are actually privileged to be speaking in this session in front of so many dignitaries and decision makers of Bangladesh.
So first thing that I want to start off by saying is that we are an integral part of the digital Bangladesh journey, right from many years that we are partnering Bangladesh government and private sector to accelerate their journey into digitization. So Lenovo, as you are aware, it's a 60 billion plus organization with operations in 180 plus countries. And we have shipped almost 130 million devices till date. Okay, and we are still counting. So it's like 4 devices every second is what we ship across to the globe. Now, in Bangladesh, our footprint is very, very well established for the last 15 odd years. And we have been supplying equipments starting from a PC to high-end servers in the digitization journey of Bangladesh. So, as sir was saying, there are 8,500 digital centers in Bangladesh. Most of them, I'm sure, would be operating using some or other form of Lenovo device. In startup ecosystem of Bangladesh, there are 1,200 plus active startups in Bangladesh today, and $80 million plus fundings have been already been granted to this. They have been funded, and we see more and more startups coming. As at Lenovo, we have a special place for the startups. We have a startup s- system wherein we can provide the complete end-to-end technology solutions to these startups to enable them to make their journey easier and enable them to take the products to the customer faster and better way. Okay, you talk of any of the digital payment gateway that sir was talking about in Bangladesh, most of them run on our machines that we provide. So Imran bhai, in summary, we are integral part of Lenovo's digitization and Honorable Prime Minister's digital dream. We'll go all the way to help Bangladesh reach their goal well ahead of the time that the government has set for itself. And we have been partnering with every opportunity that is coming in the government sector as well as private sector to further this dream. Thank you. Back to you.
Right. Right. Thank you, Mr. Naveen KEJRIWAL, for your short and precise brief. And now I'll move to Mr. ABUBOKOR HANIP, a proud non-residential Bengali who is owning a university in US. We want to know more about the success stories and at the same time how WUST, Washington University of Science and Technology, is playing an integral part of this ecosystem and what are coming for the people or the students, those who are looking for the higher education in US. Over to you, Mr. Abubakar. You need to unmute yourself. Yeah. You need to unmute yourself.
Sure. Good morning.
Yes.
First of all, thanking the organizer. And, nice seminar. And I'm being here to Sazzad and which is very important startup, and we heard from him. And Mr. NAVEEN and Sumit Dutta, and all those participants, and they will be at this conference very valuable. And especially Fahad, of the Inspiring Bangladesh, definitely appreciating you for bringing these things in this platform. So, to my experience, what I would say that being an entrepreneur or bringing something to a startup, as you know, that startup is very highly scalable, which can solve the problem locally or globally, right? So for that, definitely whoever will be creating that startup that needs to be skill set oriented, like skilled, properly skilled, and also experience is needed. Like if someone doesn't know just only idea, then that doesn't work. Then definitely he needs to or she needs to be skilled enough so that this can be built and then operate and then also grow, because it needs future funding for venture capital. Only way venture capital will be investing if they see, yes, it is a right project. So in our university, Washington University of Science and Technology, what we do, we focus on skilled, mostly skill and experience. Like in the traditional university, when a student graduate, they graduate with their degree and academic knowledge. Once they have the academic knowledge, then they look for entry-level job. And as they do not have skill or experience, and that is where they are facing the problem, to get job, because most of the time you will see there is no entry level job, because as a CEO of a company or hiring authority of a company, when you are hiring entry level people, you are basically utilizing your resources and then paying the salary. And after 6 months or 1 year, if you see one fine morning that entry level people who you hired, they join to another company which is your competitor, that will discourage you to hire entry level people. And as a result, in USA you will see Monostar, Dice, Career Builder, or in here BD Job, then you will see that there is not even single entry level opportunities or advertisement out there, because everyone wants their employee to work from the first day, contribute from the first day of their job. So it is very needed. So in our university, we teach project-based way, like real-time project-oriented way, so that they gain
গল্পটা তো ইয়ের পরে না, মানে এক্স্যাক্টলি লোকেশন একটু বলেন বলেন।
So that student can gain proper knowledge, and when they will be looking for job, they look for mid-level job and senior level job, not entry-level job. Because what happened when students join to the entry level, then what they will be learning from the environment, they will be learning from their colleague. So in our case, our professors, faculty members are their colleagues, because they have their scholar, both scholar plus professional practitioner. So as a result, whatever they are doing at their job, the professors, and then they are bringing the classrooms, creating the replica of work environment in the classroom settings, so that the student can learn hands-on. So now in this case, if someone has an idea, so already he is gaining proper skill sets, how to manage the team and how to work in the corporate environment, because maybe he will be a CEO, right? As a CEO, he needs to know all those things, that management skill he needs to know, he needs to have it, how to learn how to build the team is very important, because it's not a one-man show. Because when venture capital will be investing, they will be seeing each and everything. So in that case, our university is doing such a thing, so that they are producing the proper skill set employees, or also the one who has idea, he can implement properly. That also we are grooming them. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, Mr. ABUBOKOR. HANIP, we will come back to you again to know more about WUST, and we will share a video, those who are looking for the more information about WUST. Now I'll move back to our professor, Dr. Sazzad Hossain, as he is a key stakeholder of this particular startup ecosystem. And last year, he hosted, along with the UGC, one of the largest 4IR summit in Bangladesh. So I want to know more about this startup ecosystem and what you are thinking right now about the upcoming initiatives to build Smart Bangladesh. Over to you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you, Imran Fahad. It's a nice discussion is going on. And at the beginning, Assalamu alaikum, adab, namaskar, and again, very good morning. At first, I would like to remember with deep respect the greatest Bengali of our time, father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. who is the architect of the independent architect of Bangladesh, who dedicated the who declared the independence of this on this Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And today we are standing here in the same special ceremony occasion, startup, who dreamed a country, an independent country, to build a young, energetic, and golden Bengal of Bangladesh. That is the dream we are looking for, and that is where we are working. And this summit is very fascinating and enjoyable. And he mentioned, Imran mentioned that their University Grants Commission, last year we organized a Fourth Industrial Revolution International Conference where 3 Nobel laureates attended, and many keynote speakers in industries. And there was also ICT division. There was also similar thing, innovative ideas, and from industry ministries, there are industry collaboration. All are joined there. Now this summit, I would like to mention here for this summit, specifically that Bangladesh is a indomitable Bangladesh. It's a Odommo Bangladesh, and under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, and also Digital Bangladesh under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, and also the facilitator, supporter, and architect, our ICT advisor, Honorable ICT Sujeev Wajid Joy. And also specifically, I will tell that ICT Ministry, I have seen Dr. MD Humayun Kabir, Project Director, Aspire. They are working relentlessly. Mr. ALTAF HOSSAIN, Project Director, IDEA, working day and night. I would say that ICT division is working day and night for Digital Bangladesh. I congratulate them. And the summit is also a timely manner and a timely needful work what Imran Fahad in Inspiring Bangladesh is working towards building a digital Bangladesh, towards a self-sufficient Bangladesh and developed Bangladesh, which was framed by our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for 2020-41. Only 20 years left. Only 20 years left. So universities, for this, universities, research, education ecosystem, innovative education ecosystem, innovation, and startup will be the key for our success. And in this journey, I believe our students, university students, and all students will be the key for our future. And if we can work together, like this summit, and like ministries and education ministries, University Grants Commission, universities, international partners, like I heard that LENOVO director, I see that there is a LENOVO representative, NAVEEN KEJRIWAL, and also executive director from Nexus, Eric Azule, and also RAFIQ, managing director. What I'm talking about, that industry academia collaboration, which will play a vital role for our research, for our innovation, for our startup ecosystem. That's also, here is also my friend, Mr. Engineer ABUBOKOR HANIP, who is also a very big entrepreneur in the US, also in Bangladesh, and he's also working, which we have a demographic dividend, the dividend of human resources, our young population, we are working, and that key player in, he is a chancellor of and chairman of Washington University of Science and Technology, and we non-residents, NRV, who are working and international and recognized. They are also key player for our journey towards, I can say that, developed country.
Exactly.
So again, I'm talking, just a minute, I'm talking all stakeholders who are presenting here, and also our, if our Professor Atiur Rahman comes, Honorable ex-governor of Bangladesh, and also economist. Also, economist is also playing a role. So all together, we have to build our nation, and the key player is universities, and key player is our students, youth. And this summit, I wish all successes, and this startup ecosystem prospect and way forward by inspiring Bangladesh. This is also a key. Right. The inspiration is very key, and self-confidence is a key. We cannot, I will conclude that Dabaya Rakte Parvena, Bangabandhu, what right. he plain uttered in the 7th March of 1971, that still prevails in our nation. That is the essence of our motherland. This is the essence of our country, nation, and youth. That's all, and I congratulate all of you, especially our sponsors, and especially our industry stakeholders, who are also key for our journey towards a developed country. Thank you all. Joy Bangla. Joy
Thank you,
Bangla.
sir. Thank you, sir, for your amazing words. It was really inspiring, as usual, and thanks for inspiring the whole generation from your side. Now I'll move back again to our Lenovo. As you know, like they are doing like amazing works in terms of product development for the startup. So I'd like to ask Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL, so what are the products or like the equipments are coming for the startups? Very shortly, if you can say, it will be great. Yeah, thank you.
So, Imran bhai, we have entire range of products available. Okay, whether it is a startup, whether it is an established company. What I popularly say that we have the twin to aeroplane of IT and IT-enabled services. That's what Lenovo is. From a mouse that you see on every table to the supercomputers in the world, we are there, and we have the entire solution in between. So when you talk of a startup ecosystem, what they need is very efficient machines, okay, at the right cost, and they need the technology which can sustain them for the next 3 to 5 years without obsolescence. Okay, so that is where the Lenovo comes in. So we have the entire solution from either providing them a PC, which is your basic end computing device, to the cloud-based solution. So suppose most of the startups now are cloud-based, they are app-based. So we have infrastructure that can easily take them on cloud overnight and very, very fast. And we can make the technology in such a fashion, we can sell the technology to them in such a fashion that obsolescence will not be there in the coming few years. So they need not worry about spending more and more on technology part, and can outsource the whole thing to Lenovo, who can partner with them and they can focus on working with the customers and not working too much on the technology, leave that pain to us. So that is how we help the startup ecosystem today. And we would be happy to discuss through you or through the honorable invitees here, any of the opportunities where we can actually work with startups to enable the technology part for them. For the established companies, we already have a lot of solutions that you are aware of. Okay, so on the both on the consumer as well as on the commercial side, on the server and storage and solution side, we have the entire range available. Imran, we are not able to
Mr. NAVEEN, yeah, thank you, Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL. So our honorable PD of IDEA, Mr. ALTAF HOSSAIN, is about to leave. So I want to ask Mr. ALTAF to say a few words about the upcoming initiatives of IDEA and how our youth can be benefited through this initiative. Sir, very shortly, if you can describe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Imran. It's a great initiative by you. That is, you have organized so many important people and personalities together. So thank you very much. Basically, somebody mentioned here that the collaboration of academia industry is required for also enhancement of the startup ecosystem. You know that some startups are doing very well, and they are at this moment there are very shortage of quality manpower to be supplied. But in the developed country, they have the opportunity, they have fund, they have money to, I think, bring people from different parts of the world. But the country like Bangladesh, and for our startups, it's very tough. So I think it's very much necessary for the university, especially University Grants Commission, to, I think, formulate policies how the initiative can be taken to create manpower to design the course in such a way that the startups can have sufficient qualified and ready manpower for the industry to employ. So I think for the enhancement of the total system, the different parts of the society, parts of people, parts of organizations are to be collaborated to each other. So I think it is the time for all the parts, all the ministries, all the universities, university grants commissions, and industries, and all other organizations to think in the same line to enhance the ecosystem. And it's not only the responsibility of the government or a particular organizations or university, but also I think it is the responsibility of all the segments of people and I think organizations to be together to think and enhancement of the ecosystem. At this
Right.
level, this is
Thank
my
you.
comment. I thank you all. So I want to conclude here at this time. That is, if this summit continues, then I will join later, even after coming back from the
Yeah, yeah.
meeting.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you
Thank
very
you, sir,
much.
for your time. I know you have a busy schedule, and IDEA is one of our strategic partner of this summit. And thank you, sir, for your support. Now I will move to Mr. Sumit Dutta, all the way from India. He is working with this startup ecosystem for the last 17 years. He was an ex-Flipkart, at the same time a key stakeholder and an ecosystem builder in India. So I want to know more about what are the key lessons that we can take it from the learning that India has already done in this particular ecosystem in Southeast Asia. Over to you, Sumit.
Well, thank you very much, Imran. Firstly, let me just begin stating that all the stalwarts that we have today on the panel, and Mr. Altaf, who just had to move on, I can sincerely say this, that in this year, early this year itself, in the month of April, I had met His Excellency Junaid Palak Ahmed sir, your Minister of ICT in Agartala, and his entire team. And I do see that the kind of robustness and enthusiasm that Bangladesh is going through right now is wonderful and commendable in this particular arena of Southeast Asia. Because in India as well, you predominantly get to see a lot of hustle going around. However, having said that, when I happen to also meet founders from Bangladesh who were part of the delegation with Mr. Palak at that time, the minister, where like the founders of Chaldal and all of them, like robust people, enthusiastic, and they want to give it back to the ecosystem. Now, to answer your question in terms of what exactly it takes to go ahead as a learning and all. Abubakar sir, the way you put it across, I double your thoughts, sir. And in terms of the overall engagement, that a startup cannot be a startup. Or a startup is a business which needs to scale. It is not some. It's not a transactional grocery store. Okay, you bring in some stuff and you just trade it off. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know how to do it and what is in it for the customer to get or take your services or buy your product. And the basics of this start at a granular level as well. Even Professor Sazzad, when you said about the industry academia thing, I am not sure if this particular kind of an engagement is in place in Bangladesh, but a student level entrepreneurship engagement should be initiated at every university, wherein students, aspiring students who are entrepreneurs and innovators, because innovation begins at home. And when these innovators are young minds, they're very enthusiastic, and the kind of support, I am aware that ICT Bangladesh is giving a grant of around 10 lakh Bangladesh currency and a space in all the high tech parks to the startups and founders to work out of it. That's a great initiative. Alongside, if we can also bring in certain modules into the student entrepreneurship ecosystem, which is predominantly present in India, that it is run on a program base. It's like a quarterly engagement wherein they come up with innovations. It's more of a small time, in a small scale acceleration kind of a module, wherein, as we see that Bangladesh as whole has all hands on the table to support the ecosystem to go technologically and enhance the development side of it. And Mr. Kejriwal, like he said, he is very much willing to contribute and collaborate with that. I would recommend that if we could have some cross-border engagements, like experts from India or other arenas come over to Bangladesh in a certain specific timeline and handhold these initiatives at a granular level, because the students, the entrepreneurs, the young minds, or even the recent graduates, they are young minds. They would have the grit and thing to go ahead and get things done. They are restless always, unlike seasoned businessmen. The young minds are always restless, and they want to go.
Right.
They are go-getters. They want to get it, and in order to get that, at times they might slip here and there, and that's where people like us come into picture, wherein we stand by them, handhold them, and guide them as to which are the appropriate arenas and appropriate initiatives they should be getting along with and participate with. And it can be run at different, because a
Right.
startup has multiple functionalities, from finance to operations to marketing to customer acquisition and everything. A founder is an innovator. He's not an expert on finance. He is not an expert on customer acquisition. He might be expert on just technology or on one thing. So let people like us also contribute and help them to go ahead and assist them and give them the right figure. And when we talk about an industry
Right.
academia thing, uh, getting
Right.
resources,
We will
quality
come to you
resources.
later on this collaboration, Sumit. So I
Yeah,
want to
sure,
go
sure,
back
sure,
to Mr. Qayyum Choudhury. He is waiting for a long time.
sure.
Mr. Qayyum, as you were related with this ICT industry in a media perspective,
Yeah.
so what you have faced, like what are the challenges that you have faced to overcome these kinds of opportunities, the challenges that you have faced to gain this? So yeah, over to you, Qayyum bhai.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you very
Can you
shortly.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
we can.
Thank you very much to invite me and give me the opportunity to be the partner of this important session. Basically, I think there's a big role of media in terms of this particular part. Entrepreneurship is always very important for the young generation. So media could help a lot in this regards. Basically, we are also doing on behalf of technician24.com. We have a specific space for them to where we are focusing what types of entrepreneur, what types of works are going on in the industry in terms of startup company. So I feel that media is always playing an important role, and
Washington
they have more
University of Science and Technology, WUST, is a school of excellence that.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry for the delayed
Nah,
break.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So basically, it's such a thing which is not something local. It's an international local. Now the world is open for all. So media could interact with all those things. They could come up with a lot of new invention. What the startup company are doing, what the independent are doing, so that some new entrepreneur might be encouraged to be engaged and to uh, see the dream how to be an entrepreneur. This is very important. What media could do as a breeze, so they could work like a breeze in between entrepreneur and government bodies who were funding and this sort of new and good activities. So this is how media could help to
Exactly.
this sector. And definitely, we are working on it, and we have planned. I got a lot of ideas from this session, and I guess that we could do more on it, and we could arrange a lot of seminars. We could focus this area with more importance, and definitely digital media should have a good role to play, because people could get interact directly over there. We are also have this sort of activities, and we will increase our activity more and more,
Right.
inshallah. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Kaim Bhai. We'll come back to you again to know more about your initiatives, techvision24.com, our proud media partner, and we're looking forward to a great PR in coming days at the same time. Now we are taking a short break, where after that we will come back to Mr. ABUBOKOR Hanif as we are coming to the ending of the session to know more about the collaborations opportunities and what are the things that NRB can bring in the table. So over to we are coming back after this break.
Washington University of Science and Technology, WUST, is a school of excellence that creates an ecosystem between industry and academia. Established in 2008 in Virginia, USA, WUST has been educating students from 121 countries and permanent residents. Since inception, our modus operandi has been AAA, accredited, accessible, and affordable. Students at WUST have been gaining the skills which are highly demanding in today's complex workforce. Hence, we create a replica of the work environment in the classroom settings. WUST is currently led by engineer ABUBOKOR HANIP, a Bangladeshi American entrepreneur who is the chairman and CEO, and Dr. Hassan Karabuk, a proven university administrator, is the current president. WUST is certified to operate by Chevron Virginia, accredited by ACCSC, approved to offer GI Bill educational benefits by the Virginia State Approving Agency, and approved by the U.S. Department of Education to offer federal student aid for those students who qualify. WUST's leadership includes faculty members who are scholar practitioners with 4 to 30 years of experience, making them excellent instructors. Dr. Mark L. Robinson, Professor Apostolos Eliopoulos, Dr. Shane Cho, Dr. Zafir Harim, Mrs. Farhana Hanip. With online, hybrid, and in-person learning options, our staff and faculty are fully committed to touching lives, one student at a time. WUST offers degrees, skills, certificates, and career assistance until every graduate lands a job.
First, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to all university admin, staff. We have learned a lot in terms of academics as well as from our friends who come from very different parts of the world.
Oh my God, I am feeling like out of this world. This was a day that I was really hoping for.
After a while, I fall in love in this university.
It was amazing, like experiment in the university. I've learned a lot of, like in these 2 years, it was a good experience.
Study at WUST and shape your future.
So yes, we are back again. What an amazing AV of WUST, as we have seen, like there are different testimonials from the students. So we are coming to the end of the session. So we will start with Mr. ABUBOKOR Hanif to know more about the upcoming initiatives and what are the opportunities are waiting for our students, those who are going to be, those who are looking for the higher studies in abroad. Over to you, Mr. Hanif.
Well, yeah, thank you very much. All those panelists were putting the valuable information, which is very needed actually, and practically oriented because they are in So I would say, first of all, before saying the opportunity, I want to mention some point, like how this sort of life cycle and all the stakeholders or contributors. Uh, all that uh, definitely can play a significant role in the startup system, like in encouraging and developing their skill sets and helping them to grow. And then other things also, incubators, like if we have more incubators or accelerators, and then that way they can be learn, they can grow. And it's not only idea, it's just also they need to know whole system, how to operate, how to build how to build the team. And otherwise it will be a problem. Just a solution is not enough. Definitely full solution important, so that venture capital can inject their investment. And then corporations can play significant role. Like corporations, it would be better to be an entrepreneur. Definitely someone needs to have experience, like someone has few years of experience and then creating something, and corporation can also promote them and support them, so that it could be a full fledged product. And research organization can also play a significant role, plus uh, ICT, policymaker, government, definitely what they are doing. That is the reason they have idea project. I really, really appreciate that. And it is a great way to create more, um, you know, newcomers to come in this ground. For Washington University of Science and Technology, what we were doing, we have lots of scholarship for the creative people, for the talented students, and we are giving 50 to 100% scholarship, so that they can go to USA and start their educational journey, plus finish their education and then establish themselves in a way they can learn, so that they can contribute in any corner of the world. Like if they want to come back to Bangladesh, or if they go back to their country, they can be contributor to their country. They can be entrepreneur. They can create their own company and then work in there too. So, and then, or if they want to stay in USA, because there is a lots of way to stay in USA, because USA also has OPT, optional practical training, H1B, and other areas. If they are qualified, and then definitely they can contribute in there too. They can work in Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies. So that is our target, because whatever we are doing real life. Again, we say that we don't want to encourage someone to look for entry level job, start from mid to senior level job, and they will be learning, they will be doing while they are in the classroom. So we are creating the replica of work environment in the classroom
Right.
setting. And we are also encouraging our instructors, teachers, or faculty members to update themselves according to the need. So we are also putting all those new things in our course curriculum, integrating it, and then helping students to grow in that way. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to
Thank you.
be part of it.
Absolutely. There are so many questions regarding WUST in our inbox, how to get admitted. So we will send a link for in details regarding Washington University of Science and Technologies. With this note, we are coming to the end of this session to Mr. NAVEEN KEJRIWAL. As I know you from the early career of ours, and you have been associated into different visiting lecture into different college universities in India. So, is there any other opportunities to Bangladesh to collaborate with this academia of our countries to know more about your expertise to take it forward? Yeah, Mr. Naveen KEJRIWAL, very short.
Thanks, Imran bhai. So yes, I do visit few management colleges in India. I'd be happy to speak to any of the colleges in Bangladesh. I keep traveling to Bangladesh on work. Okay, so I mean, that's like my Kormo Bhumi. So major part of my business comes from Bangladesh. So I happen to be there once every quarter and would be very happy to collaborate with the academia in any ways possible on a personal note. And on the professional side, we are soon coming up with a program which is LENOVO as a technology partner for academia, for colleges, management colleges and technical colleges, which I will elaborate once we launch the program. So there will be both the scope of personally me adding and learning from the students and adding my knowledge to them. And then obviously on the professional side, we can look at collaborating LENOVO with academia and do great things as a technology partner. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It will be a pleasure, Dada, to host you in Dhaka in our country. As you know, like our honorable member of University Grants Commission of Bangladesh, Dr. Sazzad is there. So I think he will consider or like he will invite you in this upcoming collaboration. So we are in the very last few minutes. We will end this session with the closing note of Professor Dr. Sazzad Hossain. But now I want to move to Mr. Qayyum Chaudhary to know more about the upcoming suggestions and the initiatives that we can take, and what will be your suggestion for our government to enhance our ecosystem in startups?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Basically, government is really doing well, but I guess it has a lot of option to enhance their activities. So, just for an example, I could cite an example. A couple of days back, I was noticed television. I have noticed that a lawyer who is in the middle age of his life span. So he invented a motorbike which was running without having any fuel. It is taking the power from the wheel. So it's really fantastic to notice that the whole earth is so has a lot of scarcity of fuel, whereas he has invented a motorbike which will move without having any fuel. This is very interesting and encouraging for the young generations too, I guess. This is different sort of example I have cited. Sorry for that particular reason, for it to come with this issue. But issue is learning part is that if we get the opportunity, the Bangladeshis or whoever person, does not matter age, it doesn't matter. Everybody has some talent, so would like to come up with those issues in the media. So new entrepreneur will get interest, and they will get that yes, government is with them, media is with them, everybody is ready to help them. So they will get encouraged to express themselves and come with a lot of new things. So I, on behalf of Techvision 24.2, would like to promise that to be with you all the time. I'd like to be with such a noble activities. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Gaimbai, for your short and precise words. Now I'll move back to Sumit from India. What will be your suggestions from the learnings from your career? How our government can take different initiatives to take this ecosystem forward? Sumit, over to you.
Thank you, Imran. See, I do not see any gap or any loopholes as such which the Bangladesh government as a whole has not taken. The country has taken every step possible to go ahead and initiate it. Now it's the time where you get along with meaningful partnerships and engagements. Like Mr. Kejriwal said, he's my ex-colleague from HP as well. So the trust and respect policy that we knew about back then with HP, that is something which is very important. Mending and developing new partnership engagements which come in from the industry and assist the ecosystem. I am sure with your endeavors and engagements, the investment and the investor community is certainly coming into Bangladesh. But just getting money, just getting capital support is not going to scale any entrepreneur, scale any business. They need to know the basics and the essence of how to run a startup, operational, people management, customer acquisition, to technology infusement. So there are multiple hands that need to come onto the table, and like we see, all the industries coming in together and all the departments of the government coming in together. You have wonderful high tech park facilities developed, running acceleration programs, incubation programs, and inclusion of, I mean, the technology side I wouldn't say, because Mr. Kejriwal already has contributed enough onto that. But bringing in ERPs to SaaS based modules, which will quantify and measure the initiative, engagement, output, and the quality. These are the things which need to be put onto it. And I'm sure there are multiple entrepreneurs who hustle every day and try to reach out. The only thing that I see is meaningful partnerships and reaching out to the greater masses, and not just looking at tier 1 cities. Trust me, in India as of today, tier 1 city capital funding is a complete funding winter this year, and it's more of tier 2, tier 3 city innovations from the educational institutes, as well as remote arenas of young entrepreneurs that are making it large to the world, and not just pedigree. I always keep on saying, pedigree in education is something which is not the independent certified bodies authority, or the capacity of the particular young entrepreneur. It is more about having their parents being well off to pay for that university or to that educational institution. But innovation does not need a degree. Innovation needs problem statement finders and solution finders to those problem statements. And for that, I'm sure with your support and the other stalwarts of the Bangladesh authoritative governments entities, there is a lot that can be done, and there is a lot that will be done for sure. I really look forward to coming over, because my roots are from Bangladesh as well. So it's always a nostalgia to hear about so many things. But I would love to someday come over there and contribute as much in any capacity that I could. And I thank you for this particular opportunity to be today here. You're on mute, Imran.
Thank you, Sumit. You have been a great friend in this ecosystem, and we collaborate into different times between and we're looking forward to your great support in coming days as well. With this note, we are coming to the ending of this session with the closing remarks of our very famous, at the same time a key player of this ecosystem, Dr. Professor Sazzad Hussain. So, sir, in terms of collaborations, you have initiated the largest core IR conference in the history of Bangladesh, being the first mover from the university grants commission. So, what will be your upcoming plan to take this forward? And at the same time, the collaborations that everyone is mentioned, academia collaboration. So, what will be the upcoming initiatives from your side on behalf of this ecosystem? Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Again, thank you all, and it's a very vibrant discussion, and very, I would say, the expert opinions, and from the real people, real who are working entrepreneurship, who are really working for the society, and I would say that they're in the big way. They're like Lenovo, or Mr. Sumit is talking, Mr. Fahim is in media, all are talking, and also from Chancellor, Engineer ABUBOKOR HANIP, all together in ICT Ministry, and Dr. Humayun Kabir, and also IDEA Project Director, Mr. ALTAF HOSSAIN. Oh, and what I'm talking about, that our government has drafted a policy this is very what Mr. Sumit is pointing out, that we are actually in a right track and right formulated. We have a 2030 goal, SDG goal, Sustainable Development Goal, and we are in a we hope that we will achieve those goals. This is a goal for all over the world, or each and every individual and each and every country. So this goal, we hopefully we are ahead of our many things. So our plan is, I would say that this is a prudent leadership. So another is 2041. Again, I'm repeating that this is a developed country, and 2071, 100 years of, and also Delta Plan, 100 years. So the question arises that formulate from ICT idea project, the formulate policy. We are formulating policy, and these policies are encouraging for industries. And I would request, industry has a also need and requirement and responsibility, and cross-border engagement, exchange, and we are supporting. And I would welcome from LENOVO or other companies from India or Bangladesh or USA or universities. We will have an exchange, and we will have a real thought for our ecosystem. What we have done, that you said that government has formulated a draft policy, and which is working on it, that is Smart Bangladesh, then Made in Bangladesh, ICT industry strategy. So with this, Bangladesh is looking for ICT manufacturing hub, enhancing export of local products, attracting foreign investment, and creating employment. And we have a strength in research also. We have world famous agriculture institutes and agriculture universities, which is very fast track. I would say that they are working in a fast track, and also there are a smart farming is going on, and research is going on. And ICDDRB, we have a world-class research institute, and we are having some gap in some other areas like technology. But Digital Bangladesh is also in a phase. We have from universities incubation, what our engineer ABUBOKOR HANIP mentioned, incubation, that our universities have many universities like Chittagong Engineering, University of Engineering Technology. They have with ICT Ministry, and there is the incubation hub is there, and very big incubation center is there. And Khulna University of Engineering Technology, there is also innovation hub and incubation center. And other, you see the government formulated, we have a specialized university, Aerospace and Aviation University recently. And it's a 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. And also we have a maritime university, all specialized university. It is a maritime is a 12th in the world. So maritime university, and also digital universities specialized. And we have a science and technology universities. We have more than 160 universities and 110 private universities, more than 110 private universities, and more than around now more than 60 public universities, and it is growing. There are and focused on mostly technology, agriculture, and medical engineering. So we are working on it, but partnership should be, I appreciate, meaningful. We have to have a meaningful policies, and our University Grants Commission also working with Japan, we are giving guideline with JICA and Japanese companies. Today I will have a meeting with the NEC for formulation of their many data analytics, research oriented analytics. They want to. Many corporations are coming to University Grants Commission, universities, for their research collaboration, for their support, manpower support. Our excellent universities like BUET is there, Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. We have a collaboration of IITs, and many IITs are visiting University Grants Commission from India. And also we are American universities, Russian universities, European universities, we are open to cross-border collaboration, and we encourage especially high-tech companies like Lenovo or any companies, and we are planning for in education ministry, under the leadership of education ministry, we are planning for blended learning policies, blended learning framework, and also we are planning for a national STEAM Olympiad, and which will be organized by supported by education ministry, also supported by the university grants commission. So I would appreciate if Mr. Sumit or Mr. Naveen or whoever international companies encourage and working towards with our students from primary to tertiary level, they can have a collaboration in this journey of the STEAM Olympiad that will be organized every year under supported by Education Ministry and also University Grants Commissions. And we believe that incubation center from hubs from ICT Ministry and our universities, which will help our young talents. And definitely innovation comes from the ideas, not degrees, that we are always talking about. This is a critical. We are trying to support our young stars to become a meaningful journey for their innovation, for their entrepreneurship, for their life. And that is the key for our country, that is knowledge-based economy. We are looking for cashless society, knowledge-based economy. So all together, you see the ICT advisor, Shajiv Wajid is also mentioning cashless society, transparent society, and smart Bangladesh at the end, a developed Bangladesh. And that is the goal of our country, and formulation is for all universities, all structures, and all ministries. That's where our goal, like I'm from a satellite company as well. We are looking for a second satellite, third satellite, and also we are looking for more collaboration and enhancement. That's the dream of the father of the nation, Golden Bangladesh, Sonar Bangladesh. We are looking for it, advanced Bangladesh, which is formulated and run by prudent leadership under the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. And again, from the Lenovo and whoever wants to talk, our youngsters in universities, I welcome your willingness and support for our country. And I always welcome and happy that our partners, our collaborators, and our media partners especially, without media, we cannot encourage our students, young talents. They are talented. Definitely they are talented. And they are working in all over the world. I have seen in US, Europe, everywhere in the world. Our young talents are really bright, and we have to support them together. And universities are the place where they can bring their nurturing point and knowledge point, and creating wealth from knowledge and society. Innovation comes up there. So university will be the main, that Mr. Sumit also talking about, that university will play a key role, and industry will be the main support facilitator, collaborator. Meaningful collaboration will bring an international collaboration, local collaboration, and industry collaboration will bring the innovation at the requirement of the entrepreneurs, and commercialized will bring our society a meaningful journey for towards 2041. Thank you all again. Thank you participating, and thank you Imran Fahad, inspiring Bangladesh, for inspiration for our generation, and especially from Mr. ABUBOKOR HANIP, who is a chancellor of university. I hope his university will play more role. His company, he is working for relentlessly working for for students. I hope his journey will be more happier with industry collaboration, like industry partners from Europe, America, India, whatever. And university will always be at your door. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Joy Bangla again. Joy Bangla. Joy Bangabandhu, Bangladesh.
Thank you, sir.
Long live
Thank you,
Bangladesh.
sir. With this note, right. Thank you, sir. With this
Thank you
note,
very much,
we
everybody.
are coming to this the session 1 of this 3-day-long summit. Like those who are watching, please share this live. There is amazing gifts are waiting for you. We will pick from this live sharing session. So I want to thanks everyone, those who have participated and those who are watching, or those who will going days. Just connect with us. I hope you will learn more from this upcoming session. So with this note, we are closing. Everyone, have a good day.
Thank you very much, Imran, for the time.
অনলাইন বিজনেসে মার্চেন্টদের ফাস্ট এবং সিমলেস ট্রানজাকশনের জন্য প্রয়োজন একটি স্ট্রং পেমেন্ট গেটওয়ে যা সিকিউর পেমেন্ট কালেক্টিং এবং সেলস প্রফিট ট্র্যাকিং এ সাহায্য করবে। তাই টাইম সেভিং এর পাশাপাশি রিয়েল টাইম কাস্টমার এনগেজমেন্ট এবং পেমেন্ট সিকিউরিটি এনশিওর করতে AMORPay আপনার অনলাইন ব্যবসার জন্য বেস্ট সলিউশন। AMORPay বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংক স্বীকৃত PSO, যা একটি সেফ, ইউজার ফ্রেন্ডলি এবং রিলায়েবল পেমেন্ট সলিউশন। এখানে মার্চেন্ট একটি প্ল্যাটফর্ম থেকেই তার সকল কাস্টমারদের পেমেন্ট ভিউ এন্ড ম্যানেজের পাশাপাশি মাল্টিপল পেমেন্ট অপশনের সুবিধা পাচ্ছে। আমাদের ফিচার্সগুলোর মধ্যে রয়েছে কাস্টম ইনভয়েস জেনারেটর, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া চ্যানেলের মাধ্যমে ইনভয়েস লিঙ্ক শেয়ার করে পেমেন্ট গ্রহণ, ইজি পেমেন্ট ইন্টিগ্রেশন প্লাগইন এন্ড API কানেকশন, এবং প্রতিটি ট্রানজাকশনের সাথে থাকছে ইমেল ও SMS নোটিফিকেশনের সুবিধা। এছাড়াও চার্জব্যাক প্রিভেনশন থেকে শুরু করে ফ্রড ম্যানেজমেন্ট এবং EMI এর ফ্যাসিলিটিস থাকছেই। তাই একটা স্ট্রং ব্যাক অফিস সিস্টেম এন্ড 3 লেয়ার সিকিউরিটির মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অনলাইন বিজনেসের জন্য AMORPay পেমেন্ট গেটওয়ে হতে পারে আপনার পেমেন্ট কালেকশনের একটি নিরাপদ সমাধান। বিস্তারিত জানতে ভিজিট করুন www.amorpay.com।
বাঁশি বাজায় রে মন কেন না যায় রে আমার প্রাণ যে মানে না কিছুই ভালো লাগে না কে বাঁশি বাজায় রে মন কেন না যায় রে আমার প্রাণ যে মানে না কিছুই ভালো লাগে না।
We are the face of every woman, every man, every person striving to be their most beautiful self. Now our face is changing. And like all the lives pharmacy has touched, every future has been altered for the better. It's an evolution that will change everything. The products may look different, but it's what's inside that's really evolved. Science and nature meet beauty with stronger formulas, better ingredients, and the same high standards we've been living up to for over 71 years. It's a new era, and the rules are still golden. Dr. C Tuna Skincare.